Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Today, we are going to read some short stories in Spanish, of course. And we will see what we can learn. We will talk about we will break it down, each story, and we will learn Spanish that way. This lesson is more like for intermediate Spanish learners, but everybody is welcome, of course. If you have any questions, please use the live chat for that. You can just let me know if you have any questions, or if you want to say hola, you can also use the live chat for that. Remember that you need to be a subscriber in order to use the live chat. Sorry, what the hell was that? That's it. I see Joshua Espina. Good morning. Buenos dias, Joshua. Welcome. And we will read maybe 5 to 10 short stories. So it's going to be pretty cool. Before we get started, I want to, just let you know. Not let you know, but that was scary. Sorry about that. Just my phone is here with me. I don't know why it's just scared me a lot. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, that will be great. If you click on the bell icon, that also will be great. That way you can get notified every time I live stream. And if you like what I do, please just give this video a like. That helps me a lot. I want to give a big shout out to our members, to our Cafecito members: Christopher, Michael, Lucas, Stradkowski, Raitman, Sather, William Lopez, David Beaver, KS, Mr. and Han L. Thank you guys for the support. The coffee is delicious, delicioso. El cafecito está muy delicioso. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, if you want to help this channel as well, or just support this channel in a different way, if you give this video a like, that helps me, of course. But if you want to do a little bit more to support this channel, you can get a membership. It's like $3 or less. Essentially, you're just buying me some coffee because I love coffee. And you will also be getting some perks when getting the membership. If you want to know more about it, just click on the join button down below. Okay, excellent. Let's get started. Let's read some short stories. Before, we read some cartoon strips, and today we will do the same thing. Last time we read Calvin and Hobbes. Today we will read Garfield. Okay, Garfield, it's a classic. It's a very funny cartoon, and I remember this one a lot when I was younger. I used to read a lot of Garfield, and it was fun. It was very, very fun. So we will just read the whole story just like we did before, the whole short story, and then we will break it down. We will talk about the meanings of different words or the sentences, and we will just go over that, and we'll see what we can learn. Okay, so here we can see just Garfield doing nothing, right? Usually Garfield doesn't do much, but we can see here that Garfield está comiendo unas donas. Garfield is eating donuts. Donas means donuts, by the way. Let's just put it somewhere here. Not that big, but a little smaller. Donas. How do you spell Garfield? I forgot. But let's just put, not the name, let's just put, él está comiendo donas. And it's crazy because in Spanish, when you have a pet, obviously a pet can be he or she. It depends, of course, if the pet is female or male. Okay, so in this case, Garfield, I think it's he. So I can put él está comiendo unas donas. Okay, so that's a very interesting thing that Garfield is eating donuts. Okay, donuts. Él está comiendo, he is eating unas donuts. Okay, we're using unas. We're using the indefinite article unas because that's how it works in Spanish. You can have él está comiendo unas donas, and essentially that means he's eating donuts, or él está comiendo donas without the unas, and that's also correct. And means the same thing. It means the same thing. He is eating donuts. Okay? So that's interesting. I see someone is helping me with the spelling of Garfield. Okay, so thank you, Tim Kim. Welcome. That's interesting. Donuts. Do you like donuts? ¿Te gustan las donas? Okay, so Garfield is eating donuts. Él está comiendo unas donas. And this here, ñam, 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 ñam. I don't know if it's the same in English and in Spanish, but in Spanish you can say yum, 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 and that means just like, biting, chewing, enjoying some food, right? Yum, 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 yum. I think it's the same in English. In Spanish, it's the same as well. And he just says, ¿cuál es tu superpoder? ¿Cuál es tu superpoder? And this means, what's your superpower? Or yeah, just your superpower, right? So it's very interesting because in English, usually you say, what's your superpower? In Spanish, you say, ¿cuál es tu superpoder? So it's interesting because instead of using ¿qué es tu poder? Because the word ¿qué in Spanish means what, okay? But instead of literally translating what's your superpower, we need to use, instead of ¿qué?, we need to use ¿cuál? Okay? ¿Cuál es tu superpoder? And that translates to what's your superpower? Or what's your power, right? What's your, if you're a superhero, you have superpowers. I assume so. So, ¿cuál? We need to use ¿cuál? ¿Cuál in Spanish means which one, okay? Or which, but in this case, you need ¿cuál? You don't need ¿qué? ¿Cuál es tu superpoder? What's your superpower? What is your superpower? So that's the translation of this. Obviously, you know what this word means. This is the verb ser. ¿Cuál es? Okay, ser. It's a conjugated form of that verb. Tu, your superpoder. Your power, your superpower. Okay, so that's the translation of this phrase, this question. So it's quite funny because what are we talking about? That Garfield has a superpower, and the power is to eat a lot of donuts or make them disappear. So That's what this cartoon strip is about, okay? So that's quite funny, quite interesting for sure. Okay, so that was the first short story. Very short, very easy to understand. Now let's read another one. Let's read another one. And this one is something's going on. Something's going on. Let's read the whole story. Labios, labios, aquí vamos. Labios. Cada mañana lo mismo. No siento mis labios. I think his name is John. I believe so. No siento mis labios. Garfield says, deja enfriar el café, John. So that's the name, John. And I don't know if the spelling of the name is the same in English and in Spanish, but yeah. It's interesting. John. Deja enfriar el café. Did you understand this short story? It's not that difficult. It's pretty simple. Let's break it down. The first part says, labios. Labios! Labios! Lips. That's what it means. Lips. Labios. And then Garfield says, aquí, this one right here, aquí vamos. Aquí vamos. And this is similar to saying, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The usual, right? So something is happening quite often, like this situation. Labios. But what's wrong with John? What is wrong with this guy? Why is he yelling labios? Labios. By the way, also, well, aquí means here. Vamos could mean let's go. And in this situation, when you have the phrase aquí vamos, that is just a translation that means here we go. Here we go. Aquí vamos. Okay? Aquí vamos. So that is the meaning, as I said before, of this phrase. Now, labios. Same thing. Labios. Labios. Lips. And then Garfield says, cada mañana lo mismo. Cada mañana lo mismo. What's going on? Every morning is the same, or the same thing every morning. Cada mañana. Cada means, in this situation, means every. Mañana, morning. Lo mismo. The same thing. Okay, lo mismo, mismo. So that's what this phrase means. Essentially, literally, you're saying each morning the same, because cada means each. Okay, but that's how you say it in Spanish. In English, you usually say every morning the same. So it's cada can be every in this situation, or each. That's the meaning of cada. Mañana, morning, lo mismo, the same thing, or something like just the same thing happening, right? So that's quite interesting. So every morning something happens. That happens. What is it, John? No siento mis labios. No siento. This part up here means I don't feel. No siento. But what is John not feeling? Mis labios. Mis labios. No siento mis labios. I don't feel my lips. Okay? Remember, once again, we don't use personal pronouns all the time. So technically you're saying yo no siento. I don't feel. But remember, in Spanish, we don't use personal pronouns too often. We can say no siento mis labios, okay? And we know that we're referring to yo because remember the conjugation of verbs in Spanish for each personal pronoun is pretty much unique. So you know what's going on. You don't need the personal pronoun. No siento mis labios. I don't feel my lips. Now, Garfield says, deja enfriar el café, John. Okay? Deja right here. Deja means let in this situation. Let enfriar. Enfriar means to cool down. When something is cold or let cool something down because it's too hot. Okay? Enfriar means to cool down. El café, you know what this means. El café, the coffee or coffee. And then obviously we have the name, John. Deja enfriar el café, John. So essentially this means let the coffee cool down, John. Okay? So this is very interesting that, John is burning his mouth or lips because he is not waiting for the coffee to cool down. So that can be dangerous. He's burning himself. So this is a cool one, a cool cartoon strip. It's really funny. Did you know the meaning of this? The whole thing? If you did, congratulations. It's not that difficult. Now, let's do another one. And now I need water. Okay. Now, this one right here. Ooh, it's quite big. Okay. Garfield is saying, le presté un libro a Odie. I believe that's the name of the dog, Odie. I think so. It's been a while, guys. I used to read Garfield, but a long time ago. long time ago. Okay. Le presté un libro a Odie. Ooh, that can't be good. Yikes. Garfield says, le di un libro a Odie. Okay. What is this cartoon strip about? Garfield is saying, le presté un libro a Odie. Le presté means I lend lended. I think that's is that the past tense of lending? Lent. I think that's it's lent, right? I lent a book to Odie. Okay? Un libro a Odie. I lent a book to a Odie. Prestar, this verb right here can mean a lot of things. It can mean to lend, okay? Also in some situations to give, and it has quite a few definitions or meanings. But in this situation means lend. I lent, that's the past tense, preterite tense. I lent a book to Odie. Un libro, a book. A, to. Odie, well, that's the name of the dog. And we can see that Odie got the book all wet, like kind of disgusting. So Garfield says, le di un libro a Odie. And this means I gave a book to Odie. So dar, in this situation, dar, I'm just gonna put it here. Dar is a verb and it means to give. And this one right here, I forgot to put it here. Prestar. Prestar means to lend. Okay, so you give something to someone just for a certain amount of time. The person is borrowing something from you, right? Dar is different. You're giving the book in this situation to the dog, to Odie. So that means that Garfield doesn't want the book back. Why? Because it's disgusting. It's all wet, and it's not the book that he had in the first place. It's ruined. So dar, le di, I gave. Le di. Essentially, remember, if we add the personal pronoun yo le di, I gave. Okay? Un libro, a book. A, to Odie. Odie. Excellent. So it's good. It's good. It's quite funny that that happened. Poor Garfield. But I mean, I don't know. It's quite funny. It's funny. Okay. Tim Kim, lent. Yeah, lent. Thank you, Tim. Lady. SJ Photography. Hello, SJ. What does le mean? Lo siento. Le, in this situation, I assume you are talking about this part here, this le. Okay, and this le. Oops. Le. Le is quite interesting in Spanish because it's a word that you use as a pronoun. Okay, so it can be an indirect object pronoun. So yo le di. You're saying that you gave him or her. Okay, so le can mean him or her. Yo le di. Okay, so if you don't know much about indirect object pronouns or direct object pronouns, I believe I have a lesson about that. But it's a pronoun, SJ. So you say le di un libro. I gave him, to Odie, a book. And I know that it says here a Odie. Le di un libro a Odie. And you're pretty much saying I gave him a book to Odie, essentially. But in Spanish, we usually use le di un libro a Odie. Or you can also say le di un libro, just like that. Okay? And that's also fine. And it's the whole thing with how to use indirect object pronouns and reflexive pronouns and all of that. So I believe you are on Discord. So I can send some links there to my lessons about those pronouns, okay? But it's a great question. Once again, le means him or her, and it's a pronoun, indirect object pronoun. It can also, I believe it can also be a reflexive pronoun, if I'm correct. Yeah. But I'll send you the lessons to that. To the I'll share the link to those lessons because it's a very interesting and sometimes confusing thing to learn in Spanish, but it's possible. So don't worry about that. But you really need to have a lesson about that if you want to understand how that works. Okay, the next one, guys. The next one. Okay, great, SJ. I'll send you the links. Now, this one right here, guys, this cartoon strip, again, it's short, right? Very short. And it's Garfield and John again. So let's see what they say. Garfield says, mira eso, mira eso. Odie está cavando un hoyo. Eso no puede ser. Bueno, eso no puede ser bueno para la alfombra. Okay, so this is all Garfield saying everything. John is there in shock, worried about something. So something is happening and it's not good. It's not good at all. What is happening? Okay, so let's break it down, guys. Let's break it down. Mira eso. Mira eso. This right here. Mira eso. Look at that. That's what this means. Look at that. Mira comes from the verb. Obviously, it's a conjugated form of the verb mirar. Mirar means, I actually have a lesson. The previous lesson was about this. Was about mirar, differences between mirar and ver. Okay, those two verbs are very similar and they mean to see, to look, and they're used in different situations. Also to watch. So if you haven't watched that lesson, I think you should, because it helps you understand those two verbs and how to use them. Mira eso. Look. So this is a command, okay? So this is an imperative use of the verb mirar. Mira. Look. Look. Or look at. Eso, right here, eso means that. Okay? So if you... my arrows are terrible. Eso means that. Okay? So if you, for example, you need something and something in Spanish is asking you, ¿qué necesitas? What do you need? You can say eso if you can point out what you need. Okay? Eso. And maybe you don't know the name of it in Spanish, how to say something in Spanish. Knowing this word eso is very helpful because that means that. So you can use your finger and just point out what you want, right? It could be anything. It could be a thing. Obviously, eso refers to a thing, okay? Mira eso. Or a situation in this case. Look at that. Odie está cavando un hoyo. Ooh, what do dogs like to do? Do you know? They like to dig holes, right? So essentially, Garfield is saying, Odie, the dog, remember, comes from the verb estar. Okay, so this is a conjugated form of this verb here. Ser, estar, those two verbs mean to be. That's like the most basic Spanish lesson, really, because in order to know a bunch of things in Spanish, or how to use the verb to be in Spanish, you need to know the conjugations of the verbs ser and estar, and the differences too. I also have a lesson about that, so just browse my channel. You will find that lesson for sure. Odie está cavando. It's another verb, cavando, and it's a conjugated form of the verb cavar, to dig, okay? So you can be using a shovel or your hands or your paws. In this situation, we're talking about a dog digging, right? Cavar, to dig. Un hoyo. So, a hole. Okay, hole. Hole. Odie is digging a hole. Hoyo. This is a very interesting word right here. Hoyo. Remember, in Spanish, the letter H is mute. So you don't say it. It doesn't have any sound. In English, you could be saying, or you can say hoyo, but that's in English. In Spanish, you don't say, or the letter H has no sound whatsoever. So you just ignore it. It's good for grammar, but you're essentially saying hoyo, okay? That's very, very interesting. So Odie is digging a hole. Now, where is Odie digging a hole? Where is he? Hello, Free Spirit. Welcome. Bienvenido, mi profesora favorita. Thank you so much, Free Spirit. I appreciate your kind comment, and that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you like my lessons and that we're learning Spanish. I mean, I know Spanish already. That's my native language, but I love talking about Spanish. Welcome, Free Spirit. Now, what is John? Not John is saying nothing. He's just not saying anything. Garfield says, eso no puede ser. Eso, remember, what does it mean? Eso means that. No puede ser. This whole phrase, no puede ser, means can't be. So essentially, when you're saying eso no puede ser, that means that cannot be. Okay? That cannot be. In this situation, we are saying also bueno. Eso no puede ser bueno. So that whole phrase means that cannot be good. Bueno, good. Okay? Bueno is an adjective and it means good. Para, for, okay? For, la, the, alfombra. Alfombra means carpet. That cannot be good for the carpet, okay? alfombra. I like the sound of that Spanish word, alfombra, carpet. Okay? And yeah, now we can understand the whole story. What's going on? Well, Odie apparently is digging a hole, and he's doing it in the house, inside of the house. And that cannot be good for the carpet. Okay, so he's pretty much destroying the carpet. That cannot be good. For sure. KS is in the house. Café es siempre caliente. Muchos gatos. Okay, yeah, muchos gatos. Welcome, KS. SJ Photography, también at Free Spirit. Thank you, SJ. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Now, let's move on. Let's do the next story. Let's talk about the next story. And this story, it seems to be that this is about Garfield and a mouse. Okay? So let's read it. Let's read it. Okay. Aquí hay otra vieja foto de mí. Aquí hay otra vieja foto de mí. That's what Garfield is saying. Fue tomada la primera vez que John me puso a dieta. The mouse is saying, ¿por qué tu cara está tan hinchada? Garfield says, estoy guardando galletas en las mejillas. Ooh. So what's going on? What's going on? Galletas. Do you know what galletas mean? Or means, rather? Okay, let's talk about it. Let's understand this story. Garfield is saying, aquí means here. Hay otra vieja foto de mí. Okay, so that's the whole phrase. Aquí hay otra vieja foto de mí. And this means here's another old picture of me. Okay? So aquí means here. When you have aquí hay, it's similar to saying here's or there is. Okay? There is. The whole thing about I is, I mean, it can be tricky when using it in Spanish. And I have a lesson about the I, where I talk about I, and I can mean there is, there are. For example, if you say hay manzanas, there are apples. Where? Well, you can say aquí, right? So I can mean there is, there are. That's the main meaning of I. This one right here. I. And when you say aquí hay, it's similar to saying here's something, right? Aquí hay. Or there is something here. Okay. Or in this case, Garfield is looking at some photo album, I believe so. And the whole phrase, well, when you say otra, here is another. Otra means other or another. Otra. And we're saying otra because we're talking about a picture. Remember that usually if you have feminine nouns, you have feminine adjectives, you have feminine adverbs, and all of that. So otra is feminine. You can say otro if you have masculine nouns. And let me tell you that otra is an adjective. Once again, it means another or other. Okay? Vieja. Vieja means old, and that's an adjective. And once again, we're using vieja and not viejo. Viejo is masculine, vieja is feminine, and we're using it as feminine because we have foto. Foto looks like it's masculine, but it's actually a feminine noun. La foto. Otra vieja foto. In Spanish, sometimes we have adjectives before nouns. Vieja foto. Otra vieja foto. But you can also have the adjective after the noun. You can say, aquí hay otra foto vieja. Okay? Usually in Spanish, you have nouns first and then adjectives. But in some situations, that can be flexible. Okay? So you can say, otra vieja foto. Okay? The adjectives otra and vieja are before the noun, which is interesting. But I just wanted to let you know about that. De mí. De mí is like you're saying of me, okay? Me in Spanish, this one here, that's a pronoun, and that means me. The pronunciation is pretty much the same as me as well. Me. Foto de mí. When you say foto de mí, la foto de mí, you're saying that you are in the picture. You are in the picture. So that's it. A picture of me. I'm in the picture. It's a picture of me. Aquí hay otra vieja foto de mí. Here's another old picture of me. That's the meaning. Now, Garfield is saying, fue tomada la primera vez que John me puso a dieta. So, fue tomada, we're talking about the picture. It was taken, tomar foto, when you say tomar foto, or this phrase, tomar, you can say una foto, or just tomar foto, tomar una foto. Tomar una foto sounds more complete. To take a picture. That's what it means. Tomar una foto. Fue tomada. When we say fue tomada, that means it was taken. What? The picture. Okay, we're talking about the picture. La primera vez. The first time. La means the. Primera. Primera means first. First. Vez. The first time. La primera vez. The first time. John. Que John. Essentially, you're saying that John. But it pretty much means John. You know, in this, I mean, in English, if we say it was taken the first time John, that makes more sense than it was taken the first time that John, right? Remember, que can mean that and what, okay? Me puso a dieta. Me puso a dieta. So, John made him go on a diet, okay? So essentially we're saying this picture, or yeah, it was taken the first time John made me go on a diet. Poner a dieta, let me tell you this. Remember that we cannot translate every single word from English into Spanish. Okay, because sometimes we use different verbs for different situations. You know, in English and in Spanish, it can be different. So when you say ponerse or poner a dieta means to go on a diet. Poner essentially means to put. If we read this, if we translate it literally, this means to put a diet, so it doesn't make sense. But essentially, poner a dieta means to go on a diet, okay? Because probably Garfield was a bit chubby. Who knows, right? Brava Kane. Hello, Brava Kane. This is a great format for language learning. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much. It's very fun. I agree. Tim Kim, that drive me crazy about Spanish. You don't know when to put the noun before the adjective. Okay, yeah, I know. It can be tricky, but if you are unsure about where to put the adjective, put it after the noun. It always works. Most of the times, it works. When you put adjectives before nouns, sometimes works, but not all the time. So if you want to simplify it, just put the adjective after the noun. So you can say la casa bonita, la manzana roja, okay? La persona alta. So just put the adjective after the noun. If that way it's going to be easier for you. It's a simpler way to understand or to know when to use or where to put adjectives in Spanish. Okay. And the more you are, listening to Spanish, the more you're going to be able to play around and put adjectives before nouns and so on. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my suggestion. Excellent. What am I doing? Okay. Poner a dieta. Now, this last one here. The mouse says, ¿Por qué tu cara está tan hinchada? ¿Por qué tu cara está tan hinchada? And this means why. ¿Por qué? Means why. And these are two words. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? And you need an accent mark on this E. And that means why. Okay? Why tu cara, your face, está, is. So essentially we're saying why is your face. But in Spanish, you can have something like why your face is. Okay? Porque, you can have it both ways, by the way. Porque está tu cara? Why is your face? Or you can have it like this. Porque tu cara está. Okay? So this verb can go either before tu cara or after tu cara. The noun. Cara is a noun. That means face. Okay? Está tan hinchada. So swollen. Okay? Tan means so. Something that it's too much. So, too much. Okay? Hinchada means swollen. So, puffy. For some reason, Garfield's face is puffy. Why is it so swollen? And that's the question that the mouse has. Why is your face so swollen? And Garfield says, estoy guardando. I am saving or keeping. Okay. Guardar is another great Spanish verb that means to keep. You're keeping something for a special occasion or for for to eat, to use for another time if you are saving it for later. So guardar can be money, can be things, So essentially you're saving, keeping. To save, to keep. Guardar. Okay? Guardar. Guardando. Estoy guardando. Remember, obviously, if you want to use the verb guardar, you need to know its conjugation. And estoy guardando, it's a progressive mood and present tense. So if you don't know about moods in Spanish, different moods, that's important when conjugating verbs. I have a lesson about that too. And if you are on Discord, because we have a Spanish community on Discord, I can share the links to those my lessons, and just to know more about moods and all of that. By the way, that community on Discord is free. So if you want to join, just find the link in the video description down below, in this video description. So yeah, guardar, to save, keep. Now, what is he keeping? What is he saving? Galletas. Galletas. Galletas means cookies. Galletas. En is a preposition and can mean in or on. It's a very versatile preposition. So yeah, it can mean in or on. In Spanish, we don't have a separate word for in or on. We use en, okay? En, in. Las mejillas. Las mejillas means cheeks. Okay? So Garfield is keeping cookies in his cheeks. Why? Because he wants to save those cookies for later, or maybe, yeah, I think for later when John is not watching, because he put him put him on a diet, right? Or made him go on a diet, rather. Okay. You're welcome, Tim Kim. Now, let's do one more. I think we can do one more. I'm going to check this stream. It's been how long? 53 minutes. Okay, so let's do one more. And then we can do another episode when we have more cartoon strips. It can be about older characters, right? Different cartoon. By the way, I downloaded this. I mean, they're not sponsored me, but you can read cartoon strips in Spanish on this website, gocomics.com. And yeah, if you want to take a look, once again, they're not sponsoring me, just letting you know where I got this from. Great. Now, let's do one more. Ooh, I need to just remove all of this. Yeah, let's do one more, and then that's it, guys. If you have any questions, I think we did this one, yeah. If you have any questions, guys, just let me know. Okay, let's do it. Ooh, this one is big. This one is big, 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 big. So this is the whole strip. This is a good one. I like this one. Garfield. We can see the spelling there. Garfield. Oops. What am I doing? Garfield. Okay, let's read the whole thing. Okay, so the first frame, we can see Garfield with just looking at a pair of glasses, just some glasses, walking glasses. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Now let's see what happens after. Oops, sorry, there you go. The glasses, it looks like they're reading glasses. The glasses say, bienvenido a la pesadilla de tu edad, cumpleañero. Bienvenido a la pesadilla de tu edad, cumpleañero. Garfield says, lentes para leer, ¿por qué asustan? ¿Por qué asustan? The glasses say, porque cuando me necesites, puntos suspensivos, ... Garfield says, lo siento, aún no asustas. The glasses say, oh no, espera, se pone peor. Okay. Oh, hang on. We missed one. Okay, so sorry about that. Lentes para leer, ¿por qué asustan? Porque cuando me necesites, ... Nunca recordarás dónde me pusiste. Nunca recordarás dónde me pusiste. Jua, ja, ja, jua, jua. It's jua, ja, 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 ja. That's similar to saying mua, ha, ha, ha. Jua, ja, 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 ha. Okay. Garfield says, lo siento, aún no asustas. Oh no, espera, se pone peor. That's what the glasses said. So we see some sort of, it looks like a snake, but I doubt that's a snake. It's just, I think the little thing that you use for the glasses to not fall off your face, or if you're not reading, then you just, it's like a little chain or necklace. Garfield says, ¿Quién eres tú? And then the little necklace says, soy la cadena que los mantiene en tu cuello. The glasses say, Hua ha 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 ha. No, hua ha ha. Oh boy. Okay, so this one is a very simple story. It's not that difficult. Did you understand the whole thing? Lena Kirkland. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you, Lena. How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenida, Lena. Okay. Now, let's break it down. What are we talking about? Glasses? Talking glasses? And then Garfield all lazy, doing nothing? What's happening? Okay, so let's start from here. So the glasses say, bienvenido, welcome, bienvenido a la pesadilla, to the nightmare. Pesadilla means nightmare. Of your age, de tu edad. So it's just saying, welcome to the nightmare of your age. It's like saying, welcome to your worst nightmare, something like that. But essentially, we're just saying nightmare related to your age or about your age. Edad means age. Okay? So if someone says, ¿Cuál es tu edad? How old are you? ¿Cuál es tu edad? How old are you? Okay. De, that means from, of, Tu, without the accent mark on the letter U, means your. Possessive your. Okay? Tu libro, your book. Tu casa, your house. In this situation, we're talking about age. Tu edad, your age. Cumpleañero. Cumpleañero means birthday boy, birthday person. Okay, so he is, I think it's his birthday, because we can see it even here, right? We see a birthday cake. Pastel de cumpleaños. Birthday cake. Do you want me to put it somewhere here so you see the spelling? Pastel. I'll just put it like that. Pastel de cumpleaños. Pastel de cumpleaños. Birthday cake. Okay. So it looks like the glasses, I mean, they're just saying, or this whole thing, this creature is saying, welcome to your worst nightmare, because, you know, birthday boy, and we're talking about your age. Welcome to the nightmare of your age. So then Garfield says, lentes para leer. Lentes para leer means reading glasses. Okay? Lentes means glasses. In Spanish, there's different ways to call lentes, or to just to refer to glasses, rather. And lentes, or glasses in Spanish, can be lentes, gafas, and so far I think I know those two only. But lentes is one way to say that, glasses. And there's another way that I'm just going to put here. Gafas. Okay, gafas. I think you can see, or rather, it looks quite, it's difficult to read. Oops, gafas. In Spain, gafas is a more common term to refer to glasses. Okay, I might change the color of this because it's a bit too, difficult to read. Gafas. Where am I gonna put it? Here. Here, gafas. Gafas means glasses. Lentes also means glasses. Okay. Now, really quickly, let's see. Tim Kim says, can I hear the difference between B and V in bienvenido? They sound both like a B sound. Yeah, this is something I usually say in Spanish. The letter B as in bell and V as in Victor. Both in Spanish sound the same. I know in English we have, or in English there is there's a difference. B, bell, and V, very, right? In Spanish we don't have that. We pronounce B and V just like you would pronounce B in English. B as in bell, okay? B, when I say bienvenido, I'm just using the B sound, B as in bell sound in English. Bienvenido. You can say it bienvenido. It's understandable. People in Spanish-speaking countries will understand you. But in reality, we really don't have a different sound for B and V. it's the same sound. B as in Bill. Okay. So yeah, technically we use the B sound just like you're saying Tim Kim. Good question. Now, lentes para leer. That means reading glasses. Reading glasses? And we have question marks here. Reading glasses? ¿Por qué asustan? Why are you so scary? Or why are you being so scary, right? ¿Por qué asustan? Right? Or why should, in this situation, it's more like, why should I be afraid of you? Similar to that. ¿Por qué means why. Asusten. Asusten is like, say, it's comes from the verb asustar. Let me put it here. Asustar. I don't know if you can see it well. Asustar means to, just one sec, to frighten or to scare. Okay, so if I say why should I, ¿por qué asustan? That seems to be a little vague. It's not saying why are you so scary, but it's also not saying why should I be afraid of you, because it sounds like an incomplete sentence. ¿Por qué asustan? But I think what Garfield means is, why should I be afraid of you? Okay? ¿Por qué están asustando? That would be a different way to say something like, why are you scaring me? Okay? Similar to that. ¿Por qué asustan? That sounds incomplete. Sometimes when they translate cartoon strips from English into Spanish, this can happen. Sometimes it doesn't make much sense, but essentially, I'm gonna say that Garfield means ¿por qué debo. Let me just add really quickly some stroke. Not that color, of course. So you can read it better. ¿Por qué debo asustarme? Why should I get frightened or be frightened? Okay, why should I forgot the upside down question mark. ¿Por qué debo asustarme? This means, why should I get frightened or be frightened? Right? Why? I mean, talking glasses? Reading glasses? This is a joke, right? And then the glasses say, porque cuando me necesites, because you can see right here something really important. Porque, if you have it as one word, porque, right here is two different ones, and that means why. But when you have it like this, one word, that means because, okay? And this is very important to remember if you want to have good grammar in Spanish. Porque, when it's two words and you have an accent mark on the letter E or E, that means why. If you have it just as one word, porque, without any accent marks, that means because. Porque, cuando, when. Cuando means when. Because when, me necesites, when you need me. Because when you need me, or you would need me, in this case, Garfield, I don't know how old is the cat, but I guess the glasses or saying, you know what, you should be afraid of me because when you need me, something can happen, right? ... So those dots, ... right here, they're called puntos suspensivos. So that is just a grammar term. Puntos suspensivos. Okay, puntos suspensivos. ... And when you're reading something, you can say that. Porque cuando me necesites, puntos suspensivos. Okay? In Spanish, we don't have the ... Porque cuando me necesites, ... No. We say, porque cuando me necesites, puntos suspensivos. Okay? I know it's a bit more complicated. I need some water. One sec. Nunca recordarás dónde me pusiste. Okay, so the glasses say, you will never remember where you put me, or where you left me. Okay, so nunca means never. Never. Recordarás. Nunca recordarás. You will never remember. Okay? Once again, we're not using personal pronouns here. So technically you're saying tú with an accent mark. And oh my God, my writing is terrible. So I'm just gonna put this, not my writing, my writing, technically. Handwriting. Tú, okay? Tú means you. Tú nunca recordarás. You will never remember. But we don't need tú. We don't need it. Nunca recordarás. You will never remember. ¿Dónde means where? Me pusiste. You left me. Or you literally put me. Poner means to put. And you can see a conjugated form of this verb right here. Pusiste. Okay? Nunca recordarás dónde me pusiste. You will never remember where you left me in this situation. It works better in English if you use left me. Okay? Where you left me. Because in this situation, I don't know how often that happens, but people who have reading glasses, they forget where they left them. Right? I don't know. Sometimes I usually wear glasses, but I never forget where I left them. So yeah, I guess that's something that some people deal with. And then we can say just hua, ha, 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 ha. Hua, ha, 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 ha. This is very similar to mwahahaha, an evil laugh. In Spanish, when we say ha 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 ha, we write it as this, ha 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 ha, with the letter J and the letter A. Okay? Ha 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 ha. So if you're texting, if you like to text in Spanish, instead of putting ha 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 ha, you can put ha 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 ha. Okay? You can use that instead. And it's the same thing. In English, ha 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 with H. In Spanish, with the letter J. Ha 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 ha. You can also use LOL. A lot of Spanish speakers know what LOL means. Okay, so let's move on because it's getting late. Okay, this one right here. Lo siento. Garfield says, lo siento. I'm sorry. okay? But in a sarcastic way. Lo siento. This means I'm sorry. Aún no asustas. Aún no asustas. I'm still not afraid of you, right? Or you're not frightening. You're not frightening. Sorry, frightening. You're not frightening. So, there's no fear here. What's going on? Lo siento. Once again, asustar means to frighten, to scare. Aún can mean yet or still, It's very similar to those English words. No, you know what no means. No means no. And it also means don't or doesn't. Okay. So if you don't know about how to use no in Spanish, I also have a lesson about that. Browse my channel. I have so many lessons, guys. So many lessons. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So it's like saying, the glasses are saying, so you're still not feeling scared. You're not afraid of me. Okay. Oh no. Espera. Just wait for it. Just hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Se pone peor. It gets worse. Okay? So when you say espera can mean wait, Wait, espera. It's like a command. Espera, wait. But also, in this situation, can mean hold on. Wait for it. Just, do you want to hear more? But essentially, that's the what it means in this situation. Just hold on. Se pone peor means it gets worse. Okay? That is the phrase, what it means. Se pone peor. Se pone peor. Peor means, it depends how you use it, but in this situation means worse. Can also, if you say el peor, that means the worst. El peor pastel, the worst cake. El peor viaje, the worst trip. But also it means peor, worse. Se pone peor. It gets worse. That phrase, it's a very useful phrase to use. It gets worse. Se pone peor. Okay. We see the little chain there, the little necklace that goes, that is used to not lose the glasses. And then Garfield says, ¿Quién eres tú? ¿Quién eres tú? This means, who are you? ¿Quién eres tú? Oh my God, my underlining is pretty bad. ¿Quién eres tú? ¿Quién means who? Who? Eres, who are you? Tú. Who are you? ¿Quién eres tú? Important question to learn. ¿Quién eres tú? Who are you? And this is informal, guys. If you want to be formal about it, and sometimes it's very helpful to know that, you would replace tú with usted. ¿Quién es? Also, eres with es. Oh my God, I'm still trying to put it, to write the word is so bad. Okay, ¿quién es usted? So that's formal. I'm just going to put it here. ¿Quién es usted? Who are you? Formal. ¿Quién eres tú? Who are you? Informal. Okay, so that's something important to remember. And then the chain, the necklace, chain. They call it chain here. Soy la cadena. This literally means I am the chain. Okay? But it's very peculiar because in Spanish, cadena can mean necklace, okay? But it's more like a simple necklace, okay? Not fancy, nothing fancy. We're talking about the necklaces that look like little chains. So it's literally the translation right there. Cadena, chain, okay? Soy la cadena, I'm the chain que los mantiene en tu cuello. Okay, I am the chain that los mantiene. Los mantiene means, in this situation, keep. So I'm the chain that keeps the glasses. Los, we are saying los to refer to the glasses, okay? Los mantiene en, on. As I said before, en can mean in or on. On tu cuello, your neck, okay? Cuello, neck. So essentially, this chain is saying I am the necklace, the chain that keeps the glasses or keeps them on your neck, okay? Los in this situation is replacing the word glasses, lentes. Los mantiene, okay? And los can be a pronoun. Also, they're a definite article, the, but for plural nouns, masculine, that's another whole thing. But los is replacing the word lentes, okay? Mantiene comes from the verb mantener. That's a very interesting verb. Mantener, I'm just going to put it here. Mantener means to keep. To keep. When you want something to stay in place, to keep something in place. So that's, if you want to say that, you need that verb, mantener. Also, it means to hold, to keep, to hold, to support, also to maintain, okay? So that's what it means. It's a very, very important verb in Spanish. So I suggest you remember this one. And lastly, we have, I think you can see it here, mantener. Lastly, you have the glasses laughing. Okay, the evil reading glasses. Los lentes malvados, evil malvados, saying or laughing in a very evil way. So that's the whole story, guys. We're talking about some evil reading glasses that they're trying to make Garfield feel bad because of his age. And Garfield is like really not surprised at all or afraid of those reading glasses. Yeah, he looks pretty chill. And I think that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. And that's it, guys. Do you have any questions? It was a pretty interesting story for sure. We understood everything. It was pretty funny as well. We read 6 different stories, and yeah, they were all funny. Do you have any questions? Okay, SJ. SJ says, si tienes muchas lecciones en tu canal de YouTube. Gracias, profesora. Quiero aprender más palabras todos los días, pero trabajo 8 horas al día. Okay? Lo siento por mi Spanglish, pero seguiré estudiando. I will keep studying. Okay, great, awesome, SJ. It's okay to use Spanglish. it's okay. I think that's good because you're starting to express yourself in Spanish, and I like that. I like that very much, and I'm really happy that you are continuing learn Spanish. Sorry. Yeah, you're trying to learn Spanish, and I really think that's awesome. This as Jay also says, the stories are good and you are helpful, pero I need to know more vocab to understand the stories. Your vocab lessons, I guess I'm used to. Okay, yeah, I can. The next lesson can be that. This is, as I said before, at the beginning of the live stream, I mentioned that this is more like for intermediate Spanish learners, but everybody's welcome, of course. I'm trying to just let you know the meaning of every word when reading the stories, or after reading the stories, we're trying to break it down and understand what it says, each story. But yeah, I mean, the vocabulary lessons are also very helpful. I will continue doing that for sure. Thank you for sharing SJ Photography. Lindsay Lau, la mejor cuentista. Muchas gracias. De nada, Lindsay. Estoy muy feliz de que te haya gustado la lección de hoy. Y that's it. Thank you so much for your kind messages and also for interacting with me. I'm really happy that you asked questions about the different things about what we learned. I really love that. And remember that I do this every single Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to get notified, you can first subscribe to this channel, and second, click on that bell notification icon. So every time I live stream, you will get a notification saying, hey, I'm live streaming, or yeah, this channel, Spanish Made Easy, is live. So yeah, thank you so much. Also, if you like what I do, please just give this video a like. That helps me a lot. Remember that I'm on Discord. I'm part of that Spanish community on Discord. If you want to chat with others in Spanish and in English, you can join that community. It's free. You can find the link in the video description down below. I'm also on Twitch. I play video games. If you like video games and if you would like me to play some and watch me play some, I have a Twitch channel. So you can just find the link in the video description down below. I live stream on Twitch in English, by the way. Maybe I will do it in Spanish someday. I'll let you know for sure. Turias Israel. Gracias. Me gusta este. Thank you, Turias. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind message. And well, have a lovely evening. Remember that you can become a member on this channel. That supports this channel a lot as well. If you can, of course, no pressure. If you want to know more about it, just click on the join button down below. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. Adiós. Hasta luego. Bye bye.